Hello, how's everyone doing? I want to start things off. Oh, camera's a little low. And I forgot to bring my green screen in. That's a little too far. There we go. Okay, I want to point out a few things. My streams are going to change. For right now, Monday through Saturday, everything stays the same. Sundays, however, are effectively my day off. I will no longer stream on Sundays unless I want to. This is a perfect example. I was not planning on streaming today, but I'm going to. And I'm not going to be that very good of a host because I'm going to be focusing on what I'm going to work on, which is going to be a little bit of Project Stormwind. I want to try and get that initial plugin that we need built so we can actually import a whole bunch of stuff. I did have a couple of thoughts about that, and I'm concerned that won't be able to get to the some of the items I need. But that's going to require quite a bit of a shift. So, there's that. Alright. Oh, my hair looks like a mess. Oh, new t-shirt. Obi-Wan Kenobi 2016. Our only hope. Alright. So yeah, I thought you might like that. I like it. The shirt's a little small, but it's good. I like it. Gives me something to work towards. Oh, you might have noticed my... Was I muted that whole time? I don't think I was. How long was I muted for? I don't give a shit. That's the nice thing about Sundays. I don't give a shit. And that is exactly what Sundays is about. Not giving a shit. Wow, this is big. Porting to .NET Core. I don't know if I've ever going to use .NET. Okay, I gotta say, it is really kind of nice having a much wider monitor. Look at all this. I got so much more data. Okay, one thing I am aware that I need to change. So I need to come in here to the BLP and disable all the log files. For all the ones say, you know, are you a type BLP? The reason being, well, actually just that first one would be accurate. But the reason being that it often creates a, what's it? It'll create a log file for files that are not BLPs at all. So, I mean, on the other hand, you know, a lot of this stuff is only useful for when I'm doing checks. Let's say at this point, you know, we are definitely a header file, so I can leave that as is. So the BLPs are good. So let's close all these functions. And we have the project Stormwind. As you can see, I made an external show options bool. That's new. The whole idea, you know, is to actually get it to a point where the project Stormwind master will actually give us all the data we need. And we can adjust all the other files. So, I think my biggest problem right now is being able to build a WMO inside a master plugin. Or a layout generic plugin, rather. Now, what I can do in a layout generic is do stuff like eval u8. Oh, wait. Local. And, you know, I could load a scene. So basically, I could try and import the objects as scene files, but, you know, that would cause all sorts of problems. It would also change up, basically, everything. I honestly don't know how I would change object import to scene import, maybe? But with evaluate, I can do stuff like load object and then add our file name once we actually put in file names. So I could actually, you know, just for right now, load object hey daddy daddy dot WMO. Oh, I'm sorry. Local data command. There you go. Now it's going to try and load object hey daddy daddy dot WMO. Something left over from dinner, I think. Alright, so, yeah, there's that. Wow, that is like super small, isn't it? I'm looking at the stream now. Yeah, let me full projector this. Can't do it in that mode. do it on that monitor. So let's just drag it over. And now I can project it onto... Oh, wrong monitor. There we go. Yeah, that is really small. So now I have my main screen, which is showing me what I'm working on. And then over here, I have a full-screened version of the stream. So that's kind of nice. And over here, I got the tiny one, plus all of my other files. Alrighty. Now, granted, loading this, it's just going to load it as an object. What we need to be able to do is create the WMO here. So, WMO. Actually, let's do an import. Include. WMO. So WMO main equals WMO okay, what are my functions? WMO types, global function, yeah. So main. Main. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Read root file. There we go. There's some stuff. Now, I suppose I could find a way to kind of work through here and do this, but I don't know if that would actually load the object. What I need to be able to do is do something weird like, create a WMO, load it, and, have a load function that'll actually load it into, run the plugin. Now, in theory, I could use evaluate, and I might be able to run a plugin. But I need to be able to get WMO data back. Because that way I can actually do, okay, now that I've loaded the model, now load all the submodels without having to reload all the same data. At least that's the plan. So I got to figure out that. So let's figure that out. But I think first things first, we need to create first things first, we need to come in here and find a file control. Load control. There we go. Is this a panel or X panel? Oh, this is a panel. Even better. There we are. Load control. All right. WMO to load. I guess these need to be there. And here I can do widths and stuff. But I think this is good enough for now. This needs to be up to 3. Alright, if not defined WoW directory, get WoW directory. Now, shouldn't that be a standard if, not an if def? Because that indicates that, WoW directory has been declared earlier. I guess that's right. Okay, don't want to set the string. Get panel ID. Panel. P tag. Alright. Function, pan, title, W. Huh. Doesn't tell me a whole lot. How do I determine, what I want from get panel? PID 3. Oh, 2. Void, I don't know. Alright, let's peek here. Peak definition. Alright, yeah, that's definitely not I don't know, I think this might be user data. Or user open, yeah. Alright, so get panel user open, and put it into the WMO file. Am I right? Ah. Huh. Alright, WMO file. Oh, stream. Alright, so now common. Let's get to my common directory. Huh. It's weird. Huh. That is just going nuts. My mouse is just blinking like crazy, but it's not doing anything when I get onto the main monitor. It's blinking like crazy on my other monitor. So basically, as long as it's not on the main monitor, it's going nuts. It's just blinking. Alright, so where am I going? Oh yes, that's right. I am going here. Let's delete all my previous logs, just in case. Let's build this. Alright, put that off to the side. Load up Lightwave. And see if this worked. Alright. Gotta come down here to P for Project Stormwind. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is, way over there. Okay, so let's tell this. Okay, that's totally the wrong directory. Oh, that's because I'm in the wrong project. I moved I'm trying to move all my sci-fi into a single directory, so. Alright. That's better. Okay, so. Objects. World. WMOs. Cameron. Okay. Can't open file. I expected that. Although I did expect an error log of some kind. I'm not getting anything. Let's do this. Actually, no. Can't find object file. Why am I not getting any debug messages though? Huh. This is perplexing. You know, let's try. Let's see. World. No, source 2.0. World. WMO. Cameron. Error, cannot find object file. Am I completely, wrong about what this thing should do? Alright, let's just try just loading up a standard WMO then. Maybe that should. Yeah. Okay. No, that generated the WMO files, the debug files. Okay. And, yeah. Good. And if we go into Cameron, we'll see it's just a simple box. Okay, so what is the problem here? Oh, I think I know what it is. I think they can't find the error logs. Building panel. Alright, there's that. Close that. Build that. Let's see if this works now. Hopefully it does. Worst case scenario, I might be able to just add a new, file. Okay, that created the common file, the common debug. So I guess my command is the problem. Actually, yeah, that would be it. The command is the problem. Because remember, we came back in here and local evaluate. So let's kill that. But let's take a look quick. WoW file is nothing, or the WMO file is nothing. Now I don't know why this wouldn't create earlier. Maybe it was this, so we can do another test. Oh, of course I gotta close that. Alrighty. And actually, let's turn that off. Build. And just to be safe, I'm going to delete the we're going to delete that. So I just deleted the log. I should put this on the okay, this just loaded up. Alright, so that's working now. And now if we tell it to grab Cameron, we should find... Nope. Okay. Then what the hell is load supposed to do? Or get? So. Warning. Huh. Okay, this is bugging me. I have no idea. And you know what? That's kind of bugging me too. That's... yeah, there we go. A little bit more room. Okay, so how do you get values from a panel? Back into the SDK we go. No, that's program data, not program files. Way to go. Come on, you're smarter than that. Apparently not. Alrighty. Let's see. Globals or classes? Probably classes. Oh, no, it's probably globals. panels. There we go. Panels. Get panels to tag value. All right. The title. Pointer flags user data. Your user data. Qualifiers. User keys. User draw. User activate. User open. So, user data. So that was probably our problem. We were trying to grab the wrong thing. Let me take a quick look. Qualifiers. Strings, draw, activate version, result. Pan to front, and config tag. Nope, we're good. So hopefully this will actually put it into there. Oh, close Lightwave. All right. And actually, I'm going to make things a little easier on myself. All right, main menu, items. New group. There we go. All right, so hopefully reload. No. Push. All right. Many of the attributes are pointers to callback functions, which are described below. Set function allows you to install a number of panel callbacks that Lightwave panels will call when a certain event occurs. Huh, maybe. Edit fields, grading controls, multiple choice. So let's look at some of these options. Files and drawings. There we are. Load control, load button. Just a button. Okay, so how do I get that data? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, it's Sunday, so with my new decision from yesterday, Sundays are the day I just say, fuck it, I'm doing whatever I want. And that if that includes not streaming, then so be it. I'm not even going to tell people on Twitch, on Twitter, that I'm doing it. So, there's that. Ooh, OpenGL control? Interesting. Alright, so get string. Huh. Yeah, I actually feel like I need to shave it. You know, get it right down with my standard goatee. That feels best. This is kind of starting to get itchy and warm and... Ah. Thank you. Wonder why that didn't do a sound effect. But that could be because my volume is so low. Alright. So I need to do a get string. So control, buffer, and buff length. Alright. So... get string control is control or CTL 2 There we go. Ah, okay. You've got to be a control, huh? I see now. We'll do 256. I have no idea if that will work. It should. Alright. I need to change this up so it automatically defaults into here. Alright. That's it for that. Let's load up Notepad. Hey, we got the WMO file. Awesome. So now we can actually get, you know, things. Actually, I can do size of down here, can't I? I don't think I need that to be that, do I? Why I didn't see this up here, I have no idea. It'd be nice if I could dump things into a string, a standard string. Alright, so let's try this. Cannot assign a type of entity type car from a constant car. There we go. Haha. Nah. All this hard code 256 in there. I have no clue if this will work, so. Yeah, that is true. Seeing just how far you can push it. Alright, it looks like I cannot put a string in here, so let's... Now I could then dump that into a string. That's an easy. But we'll see how that goes. Alright, so I just need to see what... Okay, so now I can specify WMO files. Now the question is, what do I do with that information? Well, if it's... Actually, I don't think I did that anymore. All of that's going to happen in here in the panel. Actually, no, it's not. Let's see. Void load WMO. There we go. So, if, what do you think? Length or size? Well, we need to be able to compare this, so we actually need to convert this to a string. So... Okay, so if WMOF equals that, no, does not equal that, then load WMOF. And loading WMO file. WMO, a WOMP file. Ugh. There. Now we can see if it's loading that, function. So hopefully that will work. Fingers crossed. Well, it didn't crash, so that's good. Let's see. Yes, reload. Well, that worked. Oh, now I got one more test to do. See what happens when we just do this without one to load. Perfect, it bypasses it, so we got that fully done. So now what I suppose we could do, rather than, have this be just for WMOs, is we create, an agnostic one and it figures it out whether or not it's a WMO. So let's go this to File to Load. Alright, get Control 3. File name car. File to load. Alright, so file name equals file name car. So now I can, do if file name. My keyboard has decided it just wants to be very finicky. If you barely touch the V button once, it'll sometimes, put it in there like 5 times. Well, twice. So I do a Control C and a Control V like I normally do, and suddenly instead of file name, it's file name, file name. Alright, so now we need to do a check. See if file name is WMO, ADT, or M2. So, file name, find, WMO. Actually, let's do .wmo. So if file name find WMO or ADT or M2, actually, let's just do one at a time. So, if that, else if that, else if that. There. Otherwise, just bypass everything. So, if it's a WMO, load that. Load ADT and load M2. Now you can see that it's complaining that we don't have any of those. Well, I'm going to fix that in a second. Okay, WMO, ADT, and M2. There we go. All right, and it's running. So, with luck, I suppose I could do an else. We'll make this for debugging at least. File is unsupported type. Oh, awesome! Thank you! I didn't even know we had gotten to 50. I honestly don't really look at my Twitch follower count. Probably should. Let's see what Hitbox has to say. Mute that real quick. Oh yeah, we got 50 followers. That's awesome. Cool. Thank you, everyone. And look, you can see yourselves on stream. You can see me as on stream. Hitbox is quite a bit, you know. Oh, okay, that is funny. It's it's an infinite window. And let's see, we've got 13 followers on Hitbox, so we're doing pretty good. So I'm on my way. What is it in order to get the to be a what's the word? I forget what the word is, but on YouTube, not YouTube, but on Twitch, you have to be you have to have like a certain number of followers or something in order to get subscriptions. Oh, you got to be a partner, and for partners, you have to have like I think it was 3,000 concurrent views or something like that. Oh well. Project Stormwind. Can you load a... Nope. Okay. Let's try a text file. No? Okay. Oh, what's the tiny URL? Average concurrent viewership of 500 people at once, not just a one-time peak. Regular broadcast schedule, at least 3 times a week. I do that. Newcomers to Twitch, if you created pre-recorded video content elsewhere, you should still apply. We are looking for an average views per video of 15,000 and a subscriber number of 100,000. So if you were big on YouTube or something, you could get, you could jump right into partnership with them. All right, so we just did a test for that. Okay, there's a lot of stuff here I probably need to delete. R value? What's R value? Directory is correct. File to load. Liquid text. Loading WML file. Liquid text, huh? Okay. What the hell? Oh, it's just looking to see if it exists, not if it's, greater than something. So now it's looking to see if it's greater. So it can't just be there. It has to find something. So that should probably solve that issue. No, it did not. Successfully loaded it. Alright. Look for pointer null beginning on or after inset. Return find. Size type. Okay, that's getting a little too far down the rabbit hole for me. Find first of. Or last of. So let's see if that works at all. No point in doing it to all of them if it doesn't work on the first one. Oh, let's if it's greater than 1. Okay, close that because nope, successfully loaded it as a WMO. This is all World of Warcraft right now. So if those two are similar. I feel like I want to have like a seek or something. Maybe that's what I got to do is find is greater than 1. But yeah, right now I have loaded up all of the World of Warcraft music. I'd see. Yeah, here, let's take a quick look at it. Yeah, I started up here at the main titles, and it's just kind of going through it. The first part here, up to here, is that's all original World of Warcraft. Then you have the Burning Legion. That takes us to Wrath of the Lich King, and then we have, yeah, right down there, and then to the ends of the New Earth. To the end of New Earth. It's basically, you know, all of the great stuff from. Actually, no, I think, yeah, this is all like extended World of Warcraft right here. So all of that is actually, you know, additional stuff that happens, you know, in there. This stuff is all from The Fall of the Lich King. And there's some gorgeous music in there. Invincible. I love Invincible. And then we get to the Shattering. So there's all the stuff from Cataclysm. And then here's Pandaria. And then down here is the What's it? Warlords of Draenor. And that is our complete musical selection. And now I'm just going to set it to shuffle and repeat, just in case. But, this is, here, Invincible. This is just fantastic. I'm going to turn this up on my end. And I'll mute myself temporarily. Doesn't that just melt your frozen war heart? And that is Invincible. That is from the, let's see. Forget exactly what it is. Oh, does it not have any metadata? Fall of the Lich King. That is the title. Yep. No, I didn't download it from somewhere. I wish I could buy that. That is a gorgeous piece of music and on a great soundtrack. As far as I know, it was limited availability and you can't get it. Otherwise, I would. Alright, so let me readjust some volume. And, okay, random takes us to the Burning Legion. There we go. Okay. So, as you may have seen, if we go to the example for our find, if it does not equal our pause, then it has found it. Needles are small. Found +1. So, now we're going to give this a shot. So it's a BLP log. Load. File is an unsupported type, which meant it was not identified as any of them. So that is a good thing. So now, let's see what it says against. Object, world, WMO. It's loading a WMO. Awesome. Alrighty. Let's try an ADT file. Where the ooh, Firelands. So apparently I have 6.0 files loaded up. Loaded ADT file. So, yeah, we're good. I'm not going to try M2s because we don't have any functionality for that yet. So, we solved a great amount of this problem. And now we can shut this off to somewhere else. So now we come to the issue of loading a WMO. How do we do that? Because I don't know. We need to find a way that we can load it using our other importer. Oh, I just trying to clean my pad. You know, you saw how delicate that was. So. Ooh, a little bit more louder, please. There we go. Okay, so we got to find a way to load this in. Unfortunately, unless we do pass-alongs, we can't do a bunch in here. Short of creating a sub-grouping with panel that has all of the data we need into it, I suppose we probably have to look into, yeah. We're going to have to look into callbacks. I mean, we could do most of what we want in here, but we need access to the project master, so... Panel. On the other hand, local get panel is a function that we created, so we can do crazy stuff like that. Okay, so now we have access to evaluate. So, let's see now. If only I could get access to a Lightwave object import and the layout generic. I can close both that. So, back to here. Panel callbacks. Callbacks would be useful for keeping the Lightwave, the master plugin that we have, loaded while still being able to do stuff. Control values. Haha. Examples. Yep, here's a nice little example. As you can see, super simple. A little too simple, if you ask me. Alright, so let's see. Classes, layout generic. Object loader. Ah, the secrets of Udalar. Yeah, if I could get a hold of both of those, I would be perfect. I could do everything I need to, but I just don't know how to do that. You know, it's like I need to be able to create a Lightwave object importer, but, you know, as far as I know, I can't pull that in. And I could do a call for oh, that would work. I could do a call for a load object, but that wouldn't give me access to any of the WMO information within it. Huh. What if I assigned a global WMO? Oh, God, that might work. Yeah, that would actually probably work exactly well. Terrible? Terrible, yes. But great. WMO. WMO. Global WMO. ADT. Global ADT. Map tile, global ADT. And of course, I don't think we're going to need a global WMO because I don't think, not WMO, M2. I don't think we're going to need a global one because that doesn't really have global things in it. So, oh, thank you. I still think I need to shave it down to a nice goatee, but other than that. And extern that. All right, so now read WMO. There we go. So now, when it creates a WMO, I should have access to that global file, including build data. Well, I probably won't get access to the local information, will I? Yes, I will. Oh, dear goodness, this could be evil. But good. All right, so global WMO. Oh, no, no, no. Don't be evil. Okay, so local evaluate local data load model load object %s format. Oh yeah, that's right. S print F VS Or vprint. Yeah, I'm working on it, bitch. File name. C string. Okay, I've given you that. String format. Oh, okay. C++, string, yeah, format string. Ah, okay then. So, char buff 100. Printf buffer buff format equals load object. Actually, let's make that 256 just in case. Okay. So, if I did that correctly, don't have to worry about that. And layout generic, commands for layout. Because right now I'm just assuming this is for layout. Add null. Load freaking object. Just wanted to double check that. With the file name. Perfect. So, error type. Let's do this. And that just covers our bases. So do I put them in here? No. Just putting it in Project Stormwind should be enough. Okay, so let's see if this works. Global WMO doodad set size. Actually, no. That's tempting, but texture list. That's a good one. Okay, so that should give us something to look at. Too bad it's broken. Missing. Still got some syntax errors. Huh. There we go. Ah, there we go. We got access to it. Awesome. Texture list. There we go. So now I should be able to come in here, go to the WMOs, and load up Cameron. And there we go. Now, the big question, does it give me access to all the data that I need? Texture list 1. Fuck yeah, we did it. Awesome. And wow, my monitor really kind of vibrated with that. Huh. I probably shouldn't do that too much more, but... Oh, I feel so much better. It means that we can actually do what we need to do. So let's just blow that guy away. Come back in here. All right. Now, before this gets sent off, okay, so this should make it that we cannot load any, options. So that little window that we had earlier where it said, hey, would you like to, load any details about this? That should no longer happen. And the reason we want that to no longer happen is because we're going to load all those options in the previous panel. So when we go here, we would have all those, options. Granted, we got to add those in, but that shouldn't be too hard. See? Didn't even load up the options for us. And yet if we were to try and load it again, there they are. Now the big test will be the Altar of Storms. Now as you can see, this is just importing it. No doodads or anything. And... huh. I'm getting screen tearing. Let me turn the projector off. No, I'm still getting screen tearing. But I'm not really... I can't tell if I'm seeing that on the stream. So, obviously G-Sync's not enabled. Okay. So, the whole goal is to be able to load separate WMOs or even nulls in the proper locations. So let's close this for right now. So now that we have access to a global WMO, and we will do the same thing with ADTs later. So right now we've just proven that we can get there. We don't need to have that line in anymore. So, for size t I equals 0, and we use size t because that's 64-bit friendly. I is less than global WMO doodad set size. So now we're going to go through the doodad sets. We'll start with that first. So, doodad set DDS equals DDS dot name. Perfect. And by keep using buff, that means one less thing we have to initialize. So, I believe the command is add null. Yep, add null. So now we're going to add a null for every set. C-string. Forgot that bit. I gotta get this to look a lot better. So we're going to go Buildings, Altar of Storms, load. Okay. So something there happened. But I didn't see anything happen. Because it's a capitalized, it didn't match our lowercase one. So, let's see. C++ to lowercase, to lower. Okay, it's just a simple command. So we're only going to apply this to this to lower. Ooh. Well, I suppose we could, no, if we did that, that would make it unsafe. Because then we send the file name, so let's do this. File check name to lower. It only works for characters, huh? To lower string. How do I convert a standard string to lowercase? Ah, standard transform. Oh, that's a nice little thing. File check name, so we are gonna change that. Why? Because suddenly we have to transform the string, and I don't want to transform the file name. So I don't know why you need begin and end there. Okay, so we need to include this now. So now that's going away. So okay, so now this should work. Now that we're forcing it to lowercase. Altar of Storms. Nothing got made. Yep, it's just the Altar of Storms. On the other hand, this is version 6 data, and we don't have the system reading versions 4 data. So let's do a quick little adjustment here. Alright, I got all these things, all these directories. Let's go back to 2.0. But the world was so much smaller. Drop here, junction. The reason I do that is to keep things happy. Alright, now that both of those are done, let's clear the scene. And load it again. Yeah, much smaller groupings now. But at least we solved the file naming issues. Basically by forcing it lowercase. We got all that dealt with. What? Could not load support. What? How? Azeroth, Elwyn, passive. I don't care where I'm going. Well, that loaded just fine. So let's back up here. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay, that was my bad. See, I should have been taking from the root directory, not, you know, I don't need that, I think. Yeah, what the hell, I'll just take them anyways. No, cancel. Drop here, junction, not smart copy. And the same problem here. Now, I do plan to actually support cameras when we get to that, but so far nothing we've run into has support for cameras, so has needed a camera. Alright, so objects. Actually, let's cancel this. Close that out, and I want to come up here, and where's my monkey man? Let's do this. Yes, it's a redeclaration. That's why we're going to rename this. Load object buff. There. Now this will reset every time we cycle through. And now we will log this because we want to be able to say that, hey, check what we're doing. Doodad set command equals S. So start with that, and then buff. So there. So now it will tell me the name of the doodad set, and then it will give me the command that it just wrote. So if there's any problems whatsoever, we should see it. The reason it probably didn't work up here is because it still had, basically I needed to clear it out, and I didn't. And I honestly don't know how to do that other than, well, maybe it's delete. At any rate. Very slowly, we're solving many objects and many problems. So we should get at least one null in this. Altar of Storms, and we have not gotten any nulls. So, Notepad, what do you have to say for yourself? File to load, loading WMO. And there's all our WMOs. Whole bunch of stuff for materials. I'm not seeing doodad set, so honestly I'm not seeing anything. So let's do a new line just to clear things out. All right. Oh, close, close, close. So, is it just not getting here? There should be at least one doodad set. Alright, there we go. So we should have something. Ooh, Caverns of Time. Escape from Durnholm. Alright. World. WMO. Azeroth. Buildings. Altar of Storms. Go! Oh. Oh. Well, I'm stupid. The reason it's not giving us any of that data is because we haven't gotten around to reading that data. Thanks, David JS. It's always good to know people like watching me go nuts trying to program. So yeah, the reason this set number will always be 0 is because over here on the WMOs, we don't have any of that data being read. Group names, doodad sets. That's all it does. It writes it to the log file that it's found it. So, time to start digging into this. If we load up this, we will see. Number of doodad sets, 0. Finish loading the Altar of Storms. Actually, let's come back here real quick, and I will put this as a new thing, just so it's a little easier to differentiate. I do not need to build again. Why do I keep wanting to do that? Alright, so let's come on. Come on, do stuff. Alright. Let's go to WowDev. And we need their WMOs. And we are going for the mods directory. There we are. Okay, so name 20, first instance, num and doodads, and unused. Okay, so let's double check. We got nope, we don't got a damn thing in here. So let's back that up. I almost spelled array when trying to type in struct. So WMO mods chunk to differentiate it from any other mods chunk. Okay, so car name 20. U int 32. First index of the first doodad. All right. First instance index. Index of the first doodad in this set, which is exactly what it says over there on the site. Here, you can see right there. We just copied it because that is there's no better way to describe it. uint 32 num doodads uint 32 unused. Okay, so now that we have that, let's see, header doodad sets. So for size ti equals 0. I is greater than that. And I plus plus. All right, so fread buffer. Okay, so now that we have this information, we need to find a way to deposit that into our big ass stream. So, let's see. Doodad set B. B name equals A name. That's about all I can do. In fact, I think that's all the data I need. Oh, first index. Peak definition. You win 34. All right. So, because that sounds like it might be useful. I'd like to be able to do it this way, but it looks like I can't. There we go. That'll get us a lot of information, but not a whole lot, but don't really care. So I need to do some changes here. My thought was that I could get away with doing just, the doodad sets. Turns out and just doodad list. I hope that's accurate. If not, we'll change it. I think that can actually be a private event. And we'll have to find a way to actually, build, create, we can actually do a build from doodad sets. And, after we've completed the whole read, we come down here and do build doodad sets. And that's what fills in all the data. But for right now, this is going to get us what we need. So this might actually work now. And this is basically how you program. You solve one problem, then you try and solve another. And hopefully you don't have to go back and, change everything. I would really like to just be able to load a file and not have to do our own private loading. Of course, it is nice being able to just say, load directly. So. Yeah, you load one, you break 3 more. Definitely. Okay, doodad set number is still... Oh, pff, I forgot. Yeah, repeat till deadline. So, basically what I forgot is... doodad sets... push back. And the nice part is when you're doing stuff like this on your own and you don't, you know, there is no deadline, you can just take as much time as you need to get it right. So I've been giving it a lot of thought, and I think I want to make an importer. When we get to the M2 phase, I want to be able to take a character created in WoW Model Viewer, take the character the character file, and import it using Project Stormwind. It's a thought I'm having. Okay, so now this should work. Hey! Set default global. We did it! We added a null. So now that we have that data... doodad file names and doodad instances. So, doodad names, block of 0 padded, 0 terminated strings. You know, I think I have a function for this already. Yeah, read strings into array. And doodad names. Root file. I honestly don't know. Yeah. Well, getting the animations in here is a eventual plan, but I'm not sure about motion mixer clips. Alright, so that just solves all that. Woohoo. Alright, now for the doodad instances. And you know, I could probably come back up here and... Actually, no, I am going to leave this as is. So, W-O-M-O-D-D. Chunk. Alright, so uint32 name offset uint32 flags uint32 flag 2 flag 3 flag 4 UNT32 unknown. Vector 3D. Actually, no, it'd be 3F. Well, that's true with scene files, but not object files. Their 3D position. Vect 4 float. Actually, is there a quad? Yeah, quadnarian. Rotation. Float. Scale. UNT 8. Color 4. So apparently you can change their color. Neat. Alrighty. Arthas, my son, the cinematic. So I need to play with these more in terms of expanding them, but for right now I'm just going to live with doing this. Not forgetting it this time. What is going on here? B position equals A position. B rotation equals A rotation. Okay, I need a way to convert from that. Let's do an equals. Cannot overload functions distinguished by return type alone. Okay, is there a way I can get this to return? Yeah, we could probably do this. To 3F. Alright, so vec 3F A X Y Z. Return A. There we go. That should solve that. Okay, so I did it the wrong direction. That's okay, it's probably good to have that anyways. To 3D. Don't care. Three, two, one. Let's stream them. Color, model, position, rotate, scale. That's what we missed. Okay. Copy now. Nope. Unknown override specifier. Where'd Frieza? The fuck? Oh. So, okay. There we go. That should make him happy. Indeed it did. Alright, so let's try building again. There we go. Good. No problems now. So, if I did this right, it should add... No, wait, it won't do a damn thing. Well, at least we got it to read all the data. So now it's all being saved. So that's the good news. The next step is to do something with it. Alrighty. So let's do a 4 size T. We'll call it D this time for doodad. Or DD. Not just D. D equals 0. No. D does not equal 0. D equals DDS index first. -1, because I think that's how it works. And then D is less than DD first plus -1 plus DDS doodads. And then D++. Okay, so if I did this right, it will go through all the doodads just for this set. So, now we'll come back here to commands, take a look at them. We're going to add null again, because we're not ready to load objects, so we'll do that in a bit. So let's actually just copy all that. Alright, so doodad. Oh, we should doodad instance DD equals doodad. Oh no. Global WMO. Doodad list. D. So, doodad. Actually, let's do equals WMO. We need the names. So yeah, we do need... I was hoping to avoid this, but oh well. What? Okay. Let's save all, just in case. Alright, so equals doodad names doodad name index or name offset or whatever it is. Name offset. It'd be nice if it wasn't an offset. Let's just say 0. Everything's 0. How about that? Everything will just have a single solitary name. Alright, so now, where's the command for parent? Add to selection. Ah, select parent. Ooh, Partagon. Alright, let's just do a search. Parent coordinate, parent item. Oh, parent item. Set the parent of the current item to the given ID number. So, alright, so parent item. Create null. Parent null. Get ID. ID. Match case. instant meshes. Neat. Apply server by item ID. Position server. Remove server. Parent item. Okay, so I need to find where, ID is coming from. More item-specific commands can be located on the selected item. Ah, here we are. Yeah, we need to do this. Okay. So int info. Interface info. Okay. Alright, so we'll do an int there. Alright, so if return val does not equal a function, return val. Alright, that'll let us get inside. But I still have to do crazy stuff like adding global functions. Alright, there's that. Oh yeah, return val. Return val equals a function bad global. Return. I guess that works. Alrighty. Not getting any string problems so far. Alrighty, so let's check this. DDS set ID. Equals 0. No, that's not working. ID equals info select items. There. Because we only need the first item. So that'll select the doodad set. So parent item that. Alright. So for every doodad, what it should do is you set them all with the same file name. So they'll all have the same name. And then they will all be parented to the, master doodad set. At least that's what it should do. Let's see if that's what it actually does. Oh. Ooh, return of value. Nope. Void. Huh. Alrighty. Well, got a doodad set, but that's it. Okay. Actually, I can't remember. Is that a 1 based or 0 based? It's 0 based. Good. All right. Actually, let's try this. And we'll do a log here. Oh. So. All right. Hopefully that will do what we need it to do, but we'll find out. If not, we'll know why. At least we should. A few more tests. Okay. Okay, I think it had a problem doing this conversion. Alrighty. Nope, did not parent it. WOID is null. Well, at least that's, we can see that. Okay, so if the oh, probably because we need to tell it to select something. So, alright, now that we've done that, you know, I can rename this WMO buff. There we go. So now, select by name, I think was what we wanted. Select by name. All right. Oh, gotta close this. Gotta keep that hair moist. All right. Now, granted, it could be that, you know, this is just either this is returning null, or trying to get it in as a string creates a null. So just to be safe, we'll return it as a integer too. That way we can see both. Yeah, I'm not worried about that just yet. Not until we know what this is. Because it could be it's just a... Wait, why is this having a problem with it, but this doesn't? Yeah, maybe it would work better if it was an integer. Integers. Nope, looks like it's a... Ooh, Cindergosa! Alright. World. WMOs, Azeroth, Buildings, Altar of Storms. Okay, it didn't parent it, but I didn't expect it to. Okay, it looks like integer came through. Although it shouldn't have. Okay, if that was really an int. I forget. How do you attach stuff in C++? Is it just the plus sign? No, that's something else. Alright, let's try it with the... Let's try it this way. And I am getting tired of typing this in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of hard coding. Just for testing purposes. Alright. Let's see what this says. Okay, that's the same. But, did it? Nope. As you can see, it did not. This is an instance where I would like to use Qt. And I know Qt is used by Lightwave. So... Okay, that's a def void. It's creating a null or a zero. You know, I don't think it has an ability to do this. Yeah, I don't think sprintf can do this. So, yeah. Gotta find another way. Alright. Plus append to string. String append. Pfft, that would do it. That would do it. So why have we been doing it this way? String command. Command equals load object command append file name. C-string. There we go. So this would actually, in theory, work. All right, so command empty. Command, actually no, we don't have to empty. Just command equals add null. Command append PDS name. Alright, so here is where the magic would happen. Command equals parent item, append that. No overlord. No overlord. How are you fucking supposed to do this? Huh? I'd like to know. No, seriously, I want to know. Oh, that's right. We're going to do that, weren't we? I said at the beginning I was not going to be always this cordial. Well, active on Sundays. Because Sundays is my day to do whatever I want. Whether that means streaming or not. And before I forget again, let's come down here. Oh no, we were expecting that. Wait, did that happen earlier? Okay. Alright, let's do a debug. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, according to this, there are no selected objects. And it's just moving on to problems here. Alright, commands, select by name. And I forgot again, didn't I? Yep. No. There we go. So it's a bit of cheating right there, but I'm tired of having to go back and re-press all those buttons. We'll fix it later. And let's disable that. I wonder if I have to reinitialize this. Alright, I have no idea if that's going to be a problem or not. Let's find out. Oh, okay. There we go. I was wondering what all that was about. It seemed odd. Okay, it looks like I need to do that. Alright, so results. Selection ID found. So they found one. Okay, so basically I have to reinitialize it before I can do any parenting. Great. Well, expect to see this a lot. I should probably macro this. I'm not entirely sure how to do that, but probably should. You know what? Lightwave has some macros here, like this one. Yeah, that's a good one to copy. Define. Interface global. Alright, so interface global. So I have no clue if this works. Let's see what it's closest to. It's closest without going over. Alrighty. Looks like Integer's the winner. That's a good thing I did it as a command. That's probably way easier. Yeah, just having that, way the fuck easier. Okay, so integer is what we want to use. So... Alright, parent item. There, now we have that. Hey, Console Purgatory. How you doing? I understand what that's like. I'm doing pretty good. I've determined that Sundays are my day to do whatever I want, including not stream if I want to. So, I don't know why, around 9 o'clock I just started streaming, and I was like, okay, we're going to work on this. And as you can see, we got it to actually load a null. Granted, we have to go through a new, command system, but to load the objects, but at least we got it to work on it. Yep, progress. Progress is always at the forefront of imagination. Or imagination is always at the forefront of progress. Or progress gives way to imagination. Or imagination gives way to progress. It's all evil, any way you look at it. But we are continuing. It's very gradual. Right now I'm just trying to get an object to be parented. Oh. Maybe if I told it to evaluate the buff rather than the command. Jeez. My Skype's been off for most of today, so I haven't checked. Let me check right now. Online. Ah, just got your message. Ah. Oh, yeah. We might do something about that later. I got work in a few hours, and I'm probably going to be ending this stream as soon as we get this thing parented. But, because at that point I'll be like, I walk away and done. Yeah. But yeah, you know, right now I'm just trying to finish this up and enjoy my last day out before I have to go back to the mind grugging of work. I want to. Alright. Well, WMO ID worked. Ah, that sounds nice sometimes. I'm sure that would be wonderful. Alright, so I need to do the command... I need to do this Kamehameha wave. No, I need to do this command system. So... Sounds good. It's always nice when you can quit and do your own stuff. Ah, rebuilt. Oh well. Alrighty. Copy that just in case. If nothing else, that definitely gets me to closer. Alright, so... Okay, so it has the parent item command. I don't know why it's not parenting. Well, that sounds awesome, man. I wish I could do that. I don't have enough skill to do all that. Or enough confidence. Or. I've still got like 5 other projects. I've got 1 project of my own. You know, actually 2 that I have completely in my head all figured out. I just need to be able to do them. And for me, it's a blocker of... I like to go linearly somewhat. It's hard for me to... yeah, coding is pretty hard. But for me, the hard part is I like to work with the graphics first. Because, you know... Yeah, I know that you shouldn't do that, but, you know... For me, what's the point of doing all this if your character is in the wrong scale? And, you know, there's no point in building out a whole level if you don't have the character there to be in it. And that's pretty much what holds me back, is trying to get my characters, at least semi-close. Alright. '94. Docking Bay 94. Yeah, and I actually have that. In fact, here, let me load all this up. Hopefully it all shows up on the right screens. I haven't touched this since I got my new monitor. So why is this not parenting? Oh, luck had nothing to do with it. It was a whole bunch of saving and sacrifice. Yeah, here it is. Besides, this is literally my brand new monitor. First new monitor in 6.5 years. I mean, my old ones have actually done me really well, but a lot has changed in that time. And it wasn't until I got this monitor that I realized just how crappy these looked. Alright, here it is. Yeah. This is my first little test demo. As you can see, there's a ton of skeletons around. Why? Because this game is called Skeleton Wars. Yes, it is inspired, if not, directly because of, people on the internet, saying, "Oh no, the Skeleton Wars! Another sacrifice for the Skeleton Wars!" This is the game that is the Skeleton Wars. And this is a nice little dynamic testing for testing out, okay, how does the landscape work with skeletons? How many skeletons can I get in there? Right now, there's 25. And with my crappy card, I probably can't go much higher than 50. But I've got a whole bunch of little settings, and this is my reference skeleton test. Yeah. I think I set this up too high. It's gonna die. But overall, it works pretty well. Ugh. Yeah, I just moved that window. I'm really hearing my CPU go at it. Actually, that's the first time that happened to me recently. So. Alright, I think I accidentally destroyed Skeleton Wars. So. Yeah, it's trying to eat up more RAM than I have. So kill that. Well, at any rate. Not now. Not now, you imbecile. Oh, there's an engine update. Neat. And we're up to preview 6. Alright, so give me a moment to load up the Skeleton War again. Now, as you might have noticed, I actually have a really high quality skeleton in here. Now that's actually one of the reasons for the reference thing is, you know, I can, you know, increase their radius and such. And so you're saying anything I do freezes? I can't wait until tomorrow when I can replace the core guts. Yeah. Yeah, going something small first would definitely, you know, make things easier. Yeah, don't start out with, you know, something, you know, fantastic and amazing but impossible to do, like an MMO project, like me. Or, you know, don't try something that's a little beyond what you can do. Well, actually, no, you want to try something, you know. Yeah, I do. Yeah, back in an era when they, you know, most, you know, the high-end cards only had, you know, 3 gigs of virtual RAM. I got one with 4. Because I figured I would need that. But look at what a high-quality, you know, skeleton this is. And this does not include textures. Well, right now I'm having RAM issues. And there are performance concerns, too. But, yeah, look at this guy. This is a really, really intense skeleton. If I go play, you can see, you know, oh, here I am. I'm actually Skelly. I'm Skelly the Skeleton. I can run around. I can see all my friends. Oh, hi, guys. How y'all doing? No, actually. I forget exactly where I get it, but the skeleton, you know, the source file I have is from ZBrush. And I've been, you know, slowly lowering his poly counts since then. Let's see. And I've actually been breaking him apart so we can have, you know, where it's just elements. I mean, you know, there's the skull. This is a total of 34,000 polygons. But, you know, that's all the teeth, all the, you know, little bones and everything that make up this, those little indents. I really do need to go through here and clean up the mesh a hell of a lot and see if I can't lower the polygon counts, but transfer all of that over to, you know, higher res. But the reason I did the separate, you know, little guy like this is because, you know, when we get around to actually fighting or playing around, we'll be able to, you know, switch out. So we can actually customize the skeletons based on, you know, well, a whole number of factors, really. There we go. But, you know, that's like the hero quality, you know, right there. That's like the highest mesh you can possibly get. And I got, like, much lower quality ones over there. Yeah, but I don't want to drop him so much that, you know, he looks crappy close up. So, you know, if I do, you know, drop him to 8,000, I have to be able to scale him up with tessellation. That's, I don't know why that head is looking really nice. But yeah, the Skeleton Wars is supposed to be a whole lot of fun. You know, lots of stuff. Yeah. And again, this is like almost no texturing. I think, let's see. Oh yeah, here's my reference skeleton. 184,000 polygons. That's right, 184,000. With, 5 LODs. Or, actually, no. Why is there only one LOD? Yeah. But yeah, 184,000 polygons just for this guy. And with the modular system, that'll be able to go down because I can switch things out a little bit easier. Yeah, it's a few more draw calls. Yeah, here's the material for it. I have a bone color, no metallic, half specular and half roughness, and it comes out looking like that. No, there is no limit. The only limit is what you're willing to make your users afford. There is a 64 to 65,000 polygon limit in CryEngine. Unreal has no such limit. But yeah, they look this good, and it's only a simple material and polygons galore. I get a little, and you can see there they're really small, but yeah, I mean Unreal's got its own problems, like water. But yeah, the next big step for them, other than cleaning up the mesh, trying to lower it, and getting it up to scale with tessellation and displacement and all that. Oh wow, there's a lighting shift here. What the hell's going on there? That is weird. But I want to get him set up to use the animation. Yeah, that's actually what I was just saying. Was I need to get this guy hooked up with the UE4 skeleton rig, because right now, oh no, that's the mesh. Oh no, wait, that's the actual skeleton. Right now, I have a root bone, and that's it. That controls everything. But yeah. So yeah, the basic story for the Skeleton Wars is pretty simple. The Skeleton King has gone mad, and you are a warrior trying to keep the lands from falling into turmoil. Because the Skeleton King's gone mad. He's crazy. He has demanded that every soldier in his army must wear a beard. And you're skeletons. So, yeah, this is going to look cool. I also need to work on lowering the polygon count and getting them animated. But I want them to look at least this good when we're up this close. Yeah, I know, right? The Skeleton King is just a nuts. He is literally insane. So all the soldiers, all the skeletons that are a member of the Imperial Skeleton Army have to wear a beard. So that's how you tell the good guys from the bad guys. The bad guys always have to wear a beard. Now, granted, we can actually customize that by giving them all sorts of beards. You have a long, flowy one. You have a great big Viking one. You got one with nice curly mustaches. Maybe one with braids. I don't know. You must have some form of facial hair to be in the Skeleton King's army. But yeah, so long as they look at least this good close up, I don't mind, lowering the quality. In fact, you can see the quality adjusting in here dynamically. Yeah, and because I have these guys set up as parts, here's Because, the jaw is a completely separate part from the head, we can just drop the head. We could, drop the skull and, and look, here's the LODs for the skull. It's still detailing that stuff, so definitely got to do some manual editing there. Yeah. I was actually thinking making them part of the jaw. But, you can also do stuff like, have jaws that are like, kind of crooked or jut out too much or missing teeth. So, again, endless possibilities. And being able to attach a beard to that directly. That's one option. But the biggest, expense here is the teeth. I mean, the nice part is, if I set it up, you could knock the teeth out and you'll get full-on teeth in there. So, but yeah, all these skeletons are actually dynamically built, so they're all using these parts. So let's see, and this is my 180. This is my reference skeleton. This is the hero skeleton, I guess you could call him. But let's see. Where is... reference skeleton. Blueprint. Yeah, this is everything I need to do in order to, create a skeleton. You gotta make a random seed or grab one from your random seed. Then you find your counts. And then you do a huge ass loop for that, where you randomize vectors, you get positions, you check proximities, you do line traces to the ground, and then when you're all done, you then set all the meshes and their transforms. So, yeah. And that's just the construction script. Here's a script. I don't think I ever finished it. It's the whole idea is designed to check proximity, so that it always checks to see if you are too close to another skeleton. So I don't know if I actually have that in here. I mean, I actually wanted to put it in here. Yeah, checked proximity is right here, but it's not, going through. Unreal scripts are no longer supported. They kind of just dropped it because, they just dropped it because they were switching over completely to C++. Now, that's not to say that, Unreal scripts are useless. You should be able to copy them and, translate them over to C++, and the translation should not make that big of a difference. But, and doing stuff like this in C++ would probably take a lot less time than doing it in, my scripting here, the blueprints. The difference being, though, in the blueprints, I can keep testing without having to restart stuff. But yeah. Once I, get the skeletons actually moving, we will have a much better time with Skeleton Wars. I can start prototyping levels. Because, might actually be able to get a little bit of storyline in there. Love to get a first level out. Don't save. Oh, and nice little wallpaper I made. I completely made this planet. That's real clouds, but I actually got them to look dimensional thanks to a tutorial. I downloaded the Cylon base stars, and then I positioned and lit them, and then I did compositing, and and the nice part is I actually patterned this particular shot after a real shot in the TV series. In fact, let me load that up real quick. I'm going to pause the music. The Temple of the Five Dawns. That's good. Alright. Battlestar. Battlestar. Come on, computer. You can do it. But yeah, I want to get that game up and running soon. Alright, Battlestar. The classic Battlestar Galactica 1980. So, this is the classic Battlestar Galactica 1980. Or classic Battlestar from 1978. Now, this is the one that makes it all amazing. Right now, Skeleton Wars is planned to be a first-person sword melee combat game. I would love to get multiplayer in there, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around the whether it's a versus system, whether once I get more into the gameplay of Skeleton Wars, then I might be able to say, okay, this is good for multiplayer, this is good for multiplayer. It is not an MMO, but if it is successful, we will see sequels and, continuing the storyline. And I am more than willing to expand out into, MMOs and, multiplayer and all sorts of that. But, yeah. Skeleton Wars MMO. That would be pretty awesome. Maybe when we've expanded the universe a bit more, that would be something to look at. Look at that graphic. I mean, how is that not freaking awesome? I mean, that's a real model right there. So, and that's rear projection. If you don't know what that is, that's when they actually take a wall and instead of green screening like what I'm doing now, they actually project what they're showing behind it.
Let's go in.
You just don't see work like this anymore. But there's good reasons too. The new Battlestar had a lot to live up to, and it succeeded.
Fleeing from the Cylon tyranny, the last Battlestar, Galactica, leads a ragtag fugitive fleet on a lonely quest. A shining planet known as Earth.
And this is the shot. So let's get to a point. Yeah, right there. So this is the original shot, and this is my remastered version. Now, again, I did not model this ship. I found it, but it was kind of hard to find. It's hard to find a good one of these. Just like it's hard to find a good one of the Battlestar Galactica, at least the old one. Let me bring this up here. So here you can actually see a good side-by-side comparison. I did the best I could to match up positions, widescreen version of position at least. Making, the background look about right, looking the planet look close, all sorts of stuff. And overall, I think the effect is actually really well done. And I have this set up as an animated shot, so if I ever had the render power, I could get that all off. And it's an 88 frame shot. It takes me about an hour to render this, but it looks so good. Let's see, at that about 88 hours, so about 3-4 days. But that's with my current CPU. Let's see how tomorrow's CPU will do. That's assuming I get my RAM. Oh, I use Lightwave. Yeah, I used Lightwave for basically all of it. I converted it in, I got it running, and then I built the universe and the planet. I use a plugin called Star Pro for the stars. This was, I think this was originally a software from something else. Yeah, I'm slowly working on being appreciative of Maya, but for space work, there's nothing that beats Lightwave. Yeah, I try, but nothing beats Lightwave when it comes to space. And then I was able to actually export a lot of this data and then do compositing work with it to that's how the windows have their glows and such. So, and I have kind of a sheen off of all the bright parts of the ships. But yeah, I'm just amazed on how close this looks and how much better this looks. Of course, we also have reflections in here, which is something you never got over here. So, okay, so getting back to this. I have no idea why this is not parenting. This should be parented. It should look like that, but it's not. So, got to figure that out. But, and, we're doing the right thing, as far as I know. We're parenting it to the Lightwave item object. Now, maybe we just need to do, straight up, Lightwave, the DDSI, but I don't know how to attach that with Sprint. I mean, that was the whole idea between, the append, but append doesn't seem to want to take it either. So at least, by integer seems to be, working code-wise. I just don't know how to get anything else. Yeah, it could be. But let's see. We create the null right here. We gather all the information. We grab our new item info. Yeah, not a problem. I'm actually going to head out myself. I'm exhausted, and I've been streaming for about 4 hours. And it's really warm in here all of a sudden. So, yeah. Still trying to figure out all this, but I'll deal with it later. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Bye. Actually, I will pop back on real quickly just to say donate, follow on Twitter, watch live on any of these. It all helps. Like and subscribe on YouTube, please. Bye-bye.